my heart still hurts. We lost our son. My son died. I've shared this story before here on Your Time of Grace. My wife and I, she was pregnant with twins. We were so excited. We had a boy and a girl coming. We already had 3 daughters, excited to have this added blessing into our life. And suddenly our son died. So in the course of one day, I hold my son for the first and last time. Well, his sister is clinging, his twin sister is clinging to life in the NICU unit. She, by God's grace, survived. But my heart still hurts for him. There's some things that I have used, some techniques, coping methods that have very much helped me. And I want to share those with you. Because if you or a loved one of yours had a child die, there's a lot of ache, there's a lot of hurt that's there because you just almost had, or you had that child for just a little while, and how do you get through? First of all, if you have a child that dies in the hospital, there's an amazing organization known as Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep. And for free, a professional photographer will come in, take black and white pictures of you with that child, because you only get to hold that child once and but for an hour or 2, and that is it. When my wife gave birth to our son, MJ, Martin Jonathan, and to our daughter, Maggie, she did a C-section. So she's on drugs. She doesn't remember that very much, but those pictures are there, something tangible for her to hold on to that gives her and gives me an added peace. Another thing that you can do is to realize that a person who's lost a child, they tend to like to talk about that child. It seems strange. It was strange to me too before I lost my son, but a lot of them realize they want to keep that legacy, that remembrance of that child alive by talking about it. And so for me, I love to talk about MJ because it makes me realize and helps me to realize he was and is in a very unique way a part of our family. Another thing you can do is to find a way that you can honor or remember that child that was lost. A buddy of mine, on the day that his daughter died, has a kickball tournament on her heavenly birthday. That's what they call it, a heavenly birthday. When that loved one went to glory, they have a party with their family. For my wife and me, our son died on November 28th. And so on that day, we all were Superman. We were going to do the nursery and Superman and Superwoman. We were assured that our son was not going to be a wussy boy, even though he had all these sisters around him. So he was going to live in sports hero stuff and superhero stuff. And so we all were Superman on that day. And it was hard at first. And actually now the 28th of every month, you're going to see me. I'm always wearing Superman. And that helps me to feel closer with the loss that's there. And you might be hearing this now and go, well, Pastor John, you haven't shared one religious thing with me yet. You haven't shared God's word with me yet. You're right. But that doesn't make this not good. When you share these stories of how someone can cope with the loss of a child, you build a connection with them, a rapport with them, a bridge with them, so then you can share them the peace that will actually comfort them. God's love. Jesus' forgiveness, as God promises to them, to you, to all who are hurting. In Isaiah 41, do not fear, God says, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. God promises, he says, I will strengthen you. And man, you need that when you lose a child. There's no strength left. God says, I will strengthen you and help you and will uphold you by my righteous right hand. That's a gift that you can give to them after you've built a bridge to them, sharing ways that they can have peace in this world and the greatest peace that comes from Christ.